This is really shiny.
It's shiny.
It's really shiny. I'm mic'd up.
It's reflective, not shiny.
Good point.
My head is shiny.
As is mine.
So I'm back.
Yeah, you are.
It's been 3 months.
3 months.
And my exhaust of what? 3 months of what?
Oh
exactly,
God,
Jesse.
of just testing, driving on the track, tested your car on the track.
A lot of R&D.
Tons of R&D. We went through tons of iterations of this thing. You're going to see that in a second. We're going to take you a little BTS.
I can't wait to see some BTS stuff.
I think Sarah's the woman for the job.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm super excited.
Oh my God.
Let's go meet
It's
Sarah.
Awesome. Let's get Sarah.
Let's get Sarah.
Yeah.
So this is Sarah.
Hey guys.
We're gonna have Sarah go through the exhaust system, the car, and we're gonna ask her tons of really cool questions. So let's go inside and see the car.
Let's check it out.
So Sarah, before we get to the car, can we see the exhaust systems laid out?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be perfect.
Let's head around the corner here.
Okay. So you had a little teaser what the car is gonna look like, but underneath the car, we have all of this.
Yes, so this is the system completely laid out front to back. The only thing missing is the rear section, and that's because there's a touring version and a track version, so pick your poison and slap it on the end there.
So the major difference is that, right?
Yes, 180 technology resonator. This one was designed specifically for the FL5.
Okay.
So we did a couple different test versions, but obviously with how the rear is shaped, we needed to make something that was specific for that.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
This one's obviously for the track is gonna be much louder.
Yeah. This is for those who like it rowdy all the time.
And this essentially though, is a pipe that goes all the way through.
Yeah, this is straight through.
It's straight through.
And how 180, I know Jesse might have given you a little bit of a rundown.
100%. I have so many questions about 180 technology.
Oh my God, I have so many answers.
Because I've been told that what's inside this muffler is not really a bunch of muffler packing material like in most mufflers.
It's not even a muffler.
What? Oh, so what is this and how does it work?
So this is called 180 technology. It's patented. We came up with this, we kind of unearthed this expired patent from the automotive patent from the 70s. And basically the concept here is as the exhaust gases pass through, you can see anything there?
Yeah, there's nothing, there's just, there's two. I saw the robot make those holes.
Right. So it's a straight pipe in there, right?
Yeah.
And as the exhaust gases are passing through the pipe, basically they're escaping into one of these holes that are in here. And they're bouncing around inside here, and they basically bounce off the one of the walls of the outer shell of the resonator back upon itself to cancel out unwanted frequencies. So basically, if you can picture a sine wave, right?
Yeah.
Going up and down. When it peaks, that's drone. You know what drone is?
Of course.
It's usually around like 1,800, 2,000 RPMs, 40 miles an hour, cruise around town.
Yeah, I got that weird, yeah.
So 180 technology, as the exhaust gases pass through that strategically located port, it bounces around and it comes back down and it knocks the sine wave, the sine down.
Got it.
Right at that point.
Okay.
That's why it's called 180. So our sound engineers are basically like, how much, where are we going to put these holes? How big does the can need to be? We have 15 different versions of this. We'll make a 16th if it's ever needed. And this is the more expensive, more sophisticated version of our exhausts on our touring editions.
Okay.
But if somebody wants really like a raucous, experience while they're driving, a little more rowdy, they go track, and they can do a conversion kit, and like they can swap back and forth, which is kind of cool too.
So your touring edition exhaust and your track edition exhaust, same power.
Same power. You put both of them on the dyno. People are like, oh, well, the track edition is obviously for the track, so it must make more power. It doesn't. It's the same. It's a straight pipe.
This pipe is 3-inch.
Yes, 3 inches.
All the way through.
Front to back. We can check
stop,
out the...
back up, back up. We're gonna go backwards here. Explain this canister.
So this is a resonator. We added one in here. There's also one in the mid-pipe of the previous system. Okay. We tested this out in different locations. It actually does make a difference. I was pretty shocked when the engineers were explaining that to me. We tried it a little further in the mid-pipe, and it didn't sound as great as this location back here. Okay. So we have that resonator just kind of takes the edge off, and this will be present in track or touring.
And your system does come with a front pipe.
Yes, front pipe included. This replaces the factory front pipe here. It's larger, 3 inches all the way from the flange.
So you guys can see the difference between the two. This, just look at it. You can definitely tell there's a much bigger pipe than that is there.
Yeah.
And that obviously is going to allow more flow and more power.
You bet.
And this system makes more power than the stock system.
It does, actually.
So you guys
yeah.
dyno them here,
We dyno them.
and then how do they turn out on the dyno compared?
So we do stock and AWE in the same day,
Okay.
so that we have the best result possible. We got about 14 horsepower and 10 torque out of only bolting the AWE system on, no tune, no intake, nothing else.
That is all, like,
Isn't it
It's
crazy?
a big number. At the wheels.
At the wheels.
It's huge. Usually exhaust systems are 5 to 7, maybe this or that,
Right.
but that's awesome.
Especially on newer vehicles, the factory does like a much better job of squeezing out every little bit. So
Right.
you wouldn't think an exhaust makes a difference, but we were pretty surprised, happily surprised to find that out in our testing.
So before we see the car and the finished product,
Yeah.
I had a ton of messages online asking me, why does it take 3 months to make an exhaust system?
Because we're picky. We're really picky, and actually, we can show you some of the versions that didn't work if you
Let's
want
do
to
that
see.
real quick. Yeah.
When we started out, we started with a FK8 style resonator.
Okay.
So this is the style we chose. It's an HR5. HR stands for Helmholtz resonator, and that's the style we talked about before a little bit. But obviously, this isn't going to fit underneath.
Right.
So we got the volume measurements that we liked that attack the same frequencies, and then we redesigned it to fit on the FL5. And not only that, but we talked a little bit about placement of the resonator. We don't just slap a resonator somewhere in the mid-pipe and go, good enough. We're gonna test it in different locations. We're gonna test different resonators to find the sound that is perfect. So that's
Okay.
why it takes so long.
Okay. Is that a prototype of mine?
This is
Or what is that?
Yeah, this is the master, they call it. So
that's cool.
this is, I guess, the final prototype. As you can tell, it's not completely welded, but this is to make the fixtures.
This is crazy.
So this is like the general shape of what we were wanting to go after. The first one that
Yeah.
ever came off the production line is on your car, and the second one is on the table.
So just to confirm, you tested it on the dyno.
Yep,
You also tested it on the track.
I did. I got the pleasure of testing your car on the
You got to
track.
drive my car on the
Thanks.
track? Oh my gosh.
Big fan. It was really amazing to drive it. It was exactly like everything I wanted out of the sound. And I'm very discerning, so I went in with like strong opinions, but it really blew me away.
Cool. Now let's go see it.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay, so let's drive. I know it's gonna sound different inside the car than outside the car, which is
Yes.
crazy because usually I'm always inside the car. And I remember with my FK8, which I ran your exhaust on my FK8 as well, when someone else drove my car and it pulled down the street, I was like, oh, that's what it sounds like? Like, oh my, it sounds amazing. So what I want to do is I just want to drive it up and down.
Sure.
Just because different RPMs have different sounds and a little bit of a pop pop pop, which is
Just a little, just enough, yeah.
what a pleasure this is going to be for my drives. I mean, for those of you that follow me, you guys know that I drive a lot. In fact, when I leave here, I have a 12-hour drive back home. So I'll be testing this out and listening to it in every single RPM. But it's like the tone is just on point all the way through. I knew it was going to. The last one was perfect, and this one is exactly the same. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my final thought is that, let me pull over here for a second. My final thought is that the exhaust was well worth the 3-month wait, for sure.
Good.
And thank you guys so much for using my car as like the prototype for everyone else that has the FL5.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you guys, you are going to absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, I'm so happy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys learned something about how exhaust systems are made and what they do that's so different here at AWE. As always, guys, this time from Horsham, Pennsylvania, I'm the Honda Pro. And now you're in the know.